Hello, hello, hello. So, some of you guys, well, in all aspects, if you are watching this, it's going to resonate some way, somehow. But you are fighting something, aka fighting spirit. Spirit has been giving you signs, been giving you synchronicities, has been trying to lead you somewhere, but there's some resistance. And you can feel this resistance anytime that you get angry about a situation or just frustrated in general. That is resistance. When you feel any type of emotion that doesn't feel good, that doesn't feel happy, that means there's some sort of resistance. You are pushing away from something. You're not in alignment with your creative escrow, so to speak, okay? Your things that you have that are in alignment with you, but you have to align, that would be perfect for you, but you have to align to them, okay? It's things that just make you feel really good. But in order to get those things in your physical reality, you have to feel out what is good, what is positive for you. And in doing that, it's like there's things that are in disguise, all right? It's like something looks very beneficial to you. Something looks like it's something that you may want or that you may have, where it's tempting to explore somebody or something, a situation in your life, but you are unsure if it is trustworthy. You aren't trusting your intuition at this time. Like, you're trying to listen to it. I see that you are trying to tap into it. You want to tap into the truth. You want to see the truth, but you have this protective bubble around you, all right? And in this protective bubble, you are unable to get an accurate answer. And I feel like this is from your past. You've had to deal with many types of different types of people. And for a majority of you, it has a lot to do with your family and how they treated you and how you were raised to think that you have to fight for everything that you have and you have to really work hard for everything that you have, right? If you want to succeed and have that personal power, it's your successes that are reflecting that from the 3D reality. It's like we're believing and accepting what we can see, hear, taste, and touch more than what is in the spiritual realm, even though everything forms in the spiritual realm before it comes here. So it's like you will get it a lot faster if you believe in yourself, first off, and your self-worth, and leave all of that anxiety and those doubting thoughts behind. Easier said than done. When you start having them doubting thoughts, when you start having those second thoughts about things and they don't feel good, so you know that they're not in alignment to you because these thoughts do not feel good. Like, they feel disappointing. They feel like they're full of despair. I do want to remind you that when spirit does tap into my avatar here, my physicality, my mind, and is speaking in this 3D reality, I just want to remind you that spirit does use the vocabulary that I already have in my stored inside of me, so I am trying to broaden my vocabulary. I've been reading a lot and just trying to learn new words and everything so they can explain these things more accurately. But just in case you guys are wondering why sometimes I say some words that aren't like grammar appropriate, we can say, that's why, because that's just like the closest word that they could grasp in my vocabulary that can kind of give you an image or an instinctual vibration for you to interpret the feeling and what I'm trying to say and getting the imprint in the correct way. Sometimes it's not like our correct grammar or whatnot, So, side note, and that's probably part of the energy as well, because there is definitely something about communication, all right? It's like you're holding back communication. You're in this protective bubble, is what it is. There's this energetic bubble around you, and it's like you've been so used to fighting all of these energies to stay away from you. Like you've come up from a very stressful, dark type of place. You've been at the spectrum of hardship, of you really had to fight where you are now. You had to fight a lot of different types of demons, not only your own demons, not only your own shadow, but you were fighting other people's energies as well. Because what I see here, the only time that you put that type of energetic bubble around you is when you've been spiritually attacked many, many times. And now it's to the point where you don't trust anybody. You put everybody, nobody's getting to you with a 10-foot pole in the middle, right? Like you don't let people come close to you. A piece of tape on me, that you just don't let people in, right? And this is a safety mechanism, and it has kept you safe for quite a while. But I do believe that you've been in a new chapter, a new timeline for a little bit now. I feel like, this shift has happened in the recent weeks, even maybe the last 3 months or so, but there's some sort of shift that definitely happened. It could have been from the Lionsgate portal, because that was massive energy and uploads and downloads and uploads. That's interesting, because literally when I said upload, it was like it came from, so it's like an upload from Mother Earth, because it came through your feet into your body. So it's like you felt it come up, and then now it's like you're trying to understand it because you feel it throughout your whole body. It's like it came up through the earth. So it's like even Mother Earth has been getting your attention lately. You've been getting more connected to Mother Earth. The air has been, you can smell, you've been tasting and smelling and seeing more accurately. So it's like you've been more sensitive to everything around you. You've been more sensitive to the smell of the air, to the taste of your food. You may have even discovered that a lot of food that used to be very, very tasty to you is no longer tasty to you. It's like you can taste preservatives, you can taste toxins, you can taste things that your body is going to reject. And I feel like your body has been rejecting a lot of things that you maybe used to be okay doing. Now your body just doesn't want you to do it. And you may be getting sick because of it. I do see that you have been doing a lot of soul searching. You have been planting your seeds. You have been planting your manifestations according to, you've been really coming back to self and wondering what you want. You've been solo for a while. You've been independent. You've learned how to do things independently. And I feel like you've been in this, and I want to say cycle. I was going to say cycle, but I feel like it doesn't do justice to what I'm trying to say here. Because it's like, you've had to put these strong boundaries up. And we have boundaries right here. It's like you've had this, what I always say, what I've been saying for the last few years, which has probably been somewhat of a mantra. So I made this true in my reality for myself, is I put a Great Wall of China as a protective barrier over my heart, my mind, my space. I put this huge door, right? But the thing is you get lonely behind that door. You have spirit, you have things, you have your independence. It's like you've learned, you're okay being alone. You're not like lonely. It's just, it would be nice for somebody to understand things at your level, for you to have a conversation and for it to really intrigue you, to have an equal give and take conversation where you can actually learn things from one another. It's like you're not used to this type of interactions because people are at a different understanding than what you have at this time in your journey. I feel like you are a pathway shower. I feel like you've been getting kind of bored because nobody sees eye to eye with you. But I do see that you have a soulmate coming in. We have the king and the queen of coins. You guys are going to be very prosperous together. But there's definitely some anxiety about this. You don't know if they are a snake or not. In terms, you don't know. It's like you've seen so many people shapeshift before, and you already understand that you truly never know anybody, the whole person of everybody. There's so many things that mold people into the beings that they are today. The way that they do things, they're carrying a lot of the burdens of the past. And this could even be from past lives. They don't even know why they behave in certain ways. And this could resonate with you as well. Like, why do I keep reacting like this? Or why do I keep having all of these boundaries when I want to let somebody in? I want to be close with people. I want to have close relationships. But it's like you push them away. It's like you crack the door open, but that's all you do. You don't actually open the door to people anymore. But so it was a safety mechanism for this whole time. So you know what? I need to ask a question real quick. So these energetic boundaries, Spirit. I feel like you're going to get fed up with this bubble and you're going to end up popping it. And just everything's going to flood out. And then, because, inside of this bubble, like that's an imagery for you. So you can see what I'm seeing. Inside of that, I think you don't realize that you're also fighting spirit. Like you've been so used to fighting the snakes in the grass, right? You've been so used to fighting poisonous apples, defending yourself against poisonous, sneaky apples and people. You know what I mean? Like from people. You've been protecting yourself from toxicity. Point blank, period. And you have been safe doing this for a long time. This has worked in the last, cycle of your life, but you're in a new timeline now. You are a new person. You have more knowledge. You understand things on a different level. So the incidences and the situations and the people and the things that happened in the past, the people that you attracted in the past, it will be impossible to attract them type of people right now because you're in a different vibration. They can't infiltrate your energy whatsoever. Now, for some of you, I am hearing that you do still have some parts of you that are healing, which we all do. But I feel like I'm not sure if this is just a fear or if you really do have to continue to fight. But it's like in putting this bubble around you, you're also blocking spirit from you. You're not able to see certain things or get certain downloads or uploads or however you want to say it, because you're too busy worrying about blocking everything. And once you feel energy that is not yours, you don't give no energy a chance. You push it. I just got goosebumps. So I know I resonate with this as well. That was just my cue. Like, this is definitely for me as well. That Sometimes we just have to trust and have faith and open the door and see what happens. Protecting ourselves all of the time is going to result in missed opportunities, right? Because in doing this, we're still acting out of fear. We are acting out of fear, still blocking all of these. We're not trusting any energy, not even the energy that spirit is sending you, because it feels different. You don't know that energy. So right away you block it out and you push it away. And spirit really wants you to start accepting this energy. So when you start feeling different situations, when you start feeling uncomfortable, instead of like rebuking the energy or, going back home into your safe place, into your solitude, your protective state, instead of pushing and fighting all of this energy away right away, maybe try to be curious a little bit. Try to have that curiosity, like, what is this? Try to look at it from a place of love, right? Because everything is from source. Everything's from source, right? So even people who do things that are unthinkable to you, you may think that they're malicious and very mean, and it's they forgot who they are. They're so far away from source that how people treat other people is literally how they feel about themselves. So if they are treating other people disrespectfully and not too good, that's literally and they might not even know, it could be even subconscious, but that literally, they're not happy with themselves. They're not happy with where they're at. They don't see themselves worthy of certain things. So when they see you and you trigger them somehow with something that you're doing, maybe even, I just heard somebody's laughter has been triggering somebody. It's not because of you, so don't take it like that. It's because of them. It literally is them. It's not you, so don't take any of that personally. Don't take anything personally, I just heard. Yeah, left out in the cold, rejection, alienated, harsh conditions, financial ruin. Some of you may be going through a breakup at this time, and maybe that's why, or you did in the past, and that's why you have such a strong barrier around you. It's like you're learning how to trust yourself again. It's like you don't want to get hurt like that again, which is totally understandable. Spirit is like, has so much compassion for you right now and just wants to give you everything that you deserve. But it's like you're looking up to spirit, right? It's like you're looking, but it's like you need to pop this bubble in order to really receive it fully. You got to open the door. You got to open the door. It's like spirit's calling you, but it's like you're too afraid to go to the other side of the door because you've gotten comfortable with yourself, right? You've been in this self-learning, this independent type of stage for so long, wishing and hoping that you find that love, that you find. For some of you, this is family, this is friendship, this is relationships. You have been searching for true relationships, your soul family. Because look at all that light. It's like your light being family. Like you miss home. You really miss home. You're a light worker. We all miss home. We know that this is not our home. And you can get sad sometimes, and you can put up some big bad boundaries because you don't trust this world here, how people treat each other doesn't make sense to you. You don't understand why people do the things that they do to other people. They don't understand that when they do stuff to other people, they're doing it to themselves. So the more that they're mean and they project all of that anger onto other people, you know, when you point your finger, you know, there's 4 more that's coming back at you, right? And all of that energy is going right back to them 4 times fold, you know, if not more or whatnot. Like, and it's like it's like you're so disappointed because it's like there's not many people you can relate to. It's like you wish you could do more. You wish people could see. You wish that you could activate other people's light. And I think that you do. That is why you actually trigger a lot of people to actually really look at the weight, to look at their burdens, right? To have them look at their own issues. But other people, did you ever notice that they love to talk about other people and other people's problems? When there's a situation that didn't go too well for somebody, or somebody did something that made you mad, or somebody else, they're going to talk about that all day. They're going to project all day about somebody basically not being in alignment with themselves and reacted in a certain way. People are going to focus on people's mistakes, and they're going to talk about gossip is what I'm talking about. Okay, gossip is the word. People gossip and talk behind people's backs, and just because you have a perspective and you wouldn't have done it that way, we have no idea what other people's journeys are. But it's like, I see like you just observe all of this. All right. So I just got a message that something is definitely happening today, the 23rd. So there's definitely something special about today. The readings are timeless. So whenever the 23rd is, expect something to happen on the 23rd. So maybe that's the shift of this, of your reality. Maybe because it's like you've been planting all of these seeds for your manifestations to come to the tangible world, right? This 3D reality. But I feel like you had to wait a little bit for spirit to align other people, because other people also have free will and choice. And it's like you had some spiritual contracts with people to do something here, to create a balance here on earth, and to help people to choose and to help people see opportunities and see who they truly are, to see that they are the key, and then they can be activated and start new beginnings, right? And there's a little baby kitty playing with a butterfly. That's so cute. Cute, right? And a rainbow. So something's going to start moving fast, you guys, because I have the Knight of Coins is the slowest moving knight. We have the King and Queen of Coins, meaning I think that there's some sort of soulmate. There's some sort of relationship that's going to be forming, and it's been slow this entire time. And that's why you have this bubble around you. You know, everybody that you've came into contact so far, you couldn't relate to 100% anymore. It's like nobody's on your level. You don't understand. It's like nobody understands you, right? It's like you can talk and preach all day and you're always teaching people, but it's like you want to learn from people as well. You want to have that equal give and take in the conversation. You want somebody to actually understand, to have the same perspective, to have the same mind frame, right? Not any of us have the exact same perspective, but we can have similar beliefs, right? And belief systems. And I totally understand that. Yeah, and that's what I started with. It's resisting surrender. It's those boundaries, them energetic boundaries, We're resisting our own beliefs. We have to make peace with where we are right now. We have to make peace and forgive ourselves for putting ourselves in such a predicament, so to say. Because when we make these plans before coming to Earth and we make all these contracts, we're very positive while we're up there doing all these contracts. And we think everything is going to work out great. And we're like, oh, we can totally handle it because we know who we are. We know our worth. We know that we are infinite. But then when we come here and we get the veil of forgetfulness so that we can really truly experience what we can experience and learn and grow, it's a lot different, right? And sometimes, a lot of the times, we will shift in and out of alignment. And the only way that you can tell, your only guidance system for this is your emotions, which we can get caught up in real quick, real fast. And if we're not careful, it can pick us up and throw us somewhere completely different, right? And you've experienced this in one way or another in your lifetime. And it's like you're so afraid of getting lifted up and thrown somewhere and like all of your progress up in the air, right? Like you're going to lose all your progress. Like you're never going to lose the knowledge that you know now. You're never going to be that person again because you've grown too much. Your vibration is different, okay? So you literally will not attract these types of events and situations. But it's only natural to defend and protect ourselves, right? But I feel like we're doing it to the point where we're resisting Spirit's guidance. Because yes, we have our emotions. And I said, and I take that back. So we do have guidance of Spirit. We have guidance of our guides. We have ancestors. We have all of our whole spiritual team helping us to get where we want to get, to help us complete and achieve the missions we signed up for here on Earth, to accomplish things, right? But if we have such boundaries up, and the intent could totally be for this physical reality, for toxic energy, but by default, it's blocking out Spirit's energy. It's blocking out your guides. It's blocking out your intuition. Because you're blocking your own view by putting such a strong boundary up. You're not, it's like you're stagnating your development, your spiritual growth. Because you don't want to put yourself in situations that may be harmful to you. But Spirit's trying to say that you are always safe. You are always protected. That you don't need to protect yourself all the time anymore. You don't need to be so defensive. Spirit really wants you to open up. To let people in. Let uncertain energies in. And then that way you will learn what you do want and what you don't want. But the thing is even if something happens that you may not have perceived, or it may not have been a probable solution that you seen one of your viewpoints of how things were supposed to go, if it swerves left, so to speak, you know, to not be so hard on yourself, that everything happens for a reason, and this is for your benefit. Even if you may see something as negative, but remember, there is no negative or positive in the spiritual realm. There's development, there's learning, there's growing. And without any contrast and uncertain situations and being uncomfortable, okay, it's like running from that uncomfortable feeling. Anytime you feel an inkling of being uncomfortable, it's like you push it away right away. You block it out right away. And Spirit really wants you to start letting this energy in. Because in doing that, you'll either A, learn how to, and see how well you are at transmuting energy, or B, it's going to help you learn in some way or another. C, it may work out very beneficial for you, but you're not going to know if you keep blocking it out and not giving it a chance. There's other energies out there that want to work with you. And, you know, your spiritual family, your spiritual team, your home, you have other beings that you are highly connected to in the universe, in the galaxy, that are even from other planets and other sources of life, so to speak. They want to connect to you and show you things and show you different opportunities that you may see as a risk that you're not willing to take, but they want you to take these risks. Okay, they want you to go anyways. They want you to see things in a different light, but you're not going to see things in a different light unless you have some sort of experience that tells you it's okay. Because it's like anytime you feel that uncomfortable feeling, it's like you get triggered with your traumas and your experiences from the past that didn't work out too good for you, so you shut it out right away. But they don't want you to identify that uncomfortable feeling with those situations anymore, because it's a new time, and it's a new time in your life for you to experiment and for you to apply yourself in different ways and to learn about other different energies. But since it's a sense of unknown and unfamiliar to you, you keep pushing them away. Well, we do got the Justice card and the Six of Coins. So, oh, that's interesting. So we got the Six of Coins twice here. So there is going to be an equal give and take, all right? They want you to know that you are highly valued. They want you to know that something's going to balance out in your life, okay? That they understand that you have not been getting the same energy back from people that you've been giving to people. They don't want you to keep taking score. They want to tell you that something's definitely in balance here. We have the Justice. We have the Justice skills right here. And there is definitely something about Libras coming out very strongly. And Libra season, Justice, balance. We're entering a time of balance. We're entering a time of justice. The full moon is tomorrow. So there's going to be some ending of these cycles. And you know what? This bubble kind of reminds me of the cycle, right? It's a circle. So you may, decide to come out of your bubble, to show people who you truly are, to open up, to have faith, to take chances. Rebirth. A beautiful rebirth. You are so highly connected to the universe. Look at those colors. All right, you guys, that is what I have for you today. Just know that cause and effect. Your intent is everything. So always just do things that are aligning with you, that feel good to you, all right? Some of you may be going through some legal matters right now, and just know that the truth is going to prevail. I just heard that loud and clear, that there's some sort of truth that has been poking at you. There's some sort of truth that you've been stuck in. There's some sort of truth that you just want other people to see what you see. You just want other people to know what happened. And this has been very difficult for you to communicate. This has been very, very difficult. It has been taking a long time for this truth to come out. There hasn't been any movement. But this is something you are passionate. This is something you very much care about. And it's worth fighting for. So some of you in the court matters, you are being spirit's fighter. You are fighting for spirit in this physical reality. All right? Because you're fighting for justice. You're fighting for the truth. You're fighting for honest communication. You're fighting for people to see and know the truth. And you're doing it with really good intentions, all right? Some of you may have a seahorse tattoo. I just got that very strongly. Or are a water element type of zodiac. We all have the zodiacs in our chart. So we all go through that stuff. But yeah, it's like somebody took a decision away from you. And you are fighting for your rights back in something. You are definitely fighting for something very important to you. And don't worry. This door that has been shut for quite some time and you maybe thought you would never be able to open it, it's going to be open. The light is going to shine on all of the darkness. The full moon, the cycle is going to end, right? And karma is going to kick in. The equinox, lunar eclipse, a full moon. Like, we have a lot of energies going on right now. There's going to be a lot of light shined and a lot of energy that's going to be illuminated. Okay? This is good, bad, the ugly, the pretty, whatever you want. It's going to come to light. All right? And people are going to see. People are going to hear this communication. People are going to know what the thoughts and the intentions were behind everything that they're doing. And there is some wish fulfillment. All right, so something's coming in that's going to make you very happy. This cycle ending is going to make you very happy. This is going to open up new opportunities for you. This is going to really help you to align. Look at how bright she's shining right there. This is really going to help you to align to who you truly are. And you are going to have friends. You are going to have relationships. You are going to have a partner that truly understands you and wants to do this work with you to cause a very bright movement for other people to see and jump on the bandwagon, right? To jump on this chariot. All right. The chariot of truth. Jumping on the chariot of truth, right? All right. I love you guys. This is what I have for you. And we have the Knight of Coins again. So yeah, something was moving pretty slowly. You were looking at something very practical. You were really working hard, being responsible, being protective, defensive. Protective and defensive in your bubble, right? You had every right to do this because of all the toxic stuff, but you never stopped being persistent. You're very patient, very loyal, but I feel like things have been moving kind of slowly, so it's been getting you kind of bored. You've been getting kind of, restless. You just want some sort of balance in your life. You want a balance between your spirituality, your relationships, what you do for a living, how you make money. You want to become balanced with what destiny has in store for you, the Wheel of Fortune. There's going to be a huge turning point. There's going to be a huge push, all right? The universe, something is about to come into... You are in alignment with something that you have been waiting for quite some time. So I think that now that it's here, it's going to be a little bit hard for you to believe at first. And you're going to question it. You might even push it away at first because you think that it's some sort of trap. You don't know if this apple is poisonous or not. You think it may be a trap, right? But Spirit is really asking you to trust Spirit. Trust your guides. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Go with the flow and just see what happens. You can always leave or shut the door if you want to. All right? It's always your choice. It's always, the ball is always in your ballpark. And they were just laughing. That's funny. Sudden wealth, you guys. Number 11. 1111, I have been seeing that so much lately. So really keep your eyes on that 1111. That's going to definitely be your confirmation this week is the 1111, all right? I love you. You have a wonderful day. Bye.